All right, so AdSense is not enough on YouTube, and this is coming from somebody who did 73,000 last month from my main channel, has over 1 million subscribers. I'll pop that up on the screen, and I'm telling you that AdSense is not enough. And here's how you actually make money on YouTube, because I made way more money than that from other sources outside of YouTube. Now, a lot of YouTubers just rely on AdSense, and this is a massive problem. There's been a bunch of different examples. One that I like to use all the time is Boogie2988. He has over, nearly 4 million subscribers, and he's making less than the average American who has a 4 million subscriber YouTube channel. There's been a ton of people that have quit on YouTube. They make I quit videos, and a lot of the time they'll give a bunch of different examples or a bunch of different explanations for why they're quitting. But the reality is they're quitting because they're not making very much money on YouTube, because they're making kind of like mass market content. A lot of the time it's more entertainment based content instead of actually solving people's problems. They're only solving one problem, which is boredom, which there's a lot of people out there solving that problem, right? Netflix, TV, etc. And so they're basically just relying on AdSense. And then sometimes they can make money from sponsorships, but that's not really something you can rely on, because you can't make people sponsor your videos, right? But yeah, they're just relying on AdSense and sponsorships. There's another guy, he makes rap videos. I forgot his name exactly, but he has a channel where he makes rap videos. Then he also has another channel where he reviews other channels and stuff like that, or just drama on YouTube. And he basically came out with the video saying that, even though he has 2 million subscribers overall, he came out with a video saying that he only made about $25,000 last year, which is, again, not very good. And it's because he's relying on AdSense, unfortunately, right? So what can you do to not rely on AdSense? Well, the first thing is you want to make what's known as a hybrid personal brand. And what that is what's the difference between a personal brand and where you're just like making content? Well, if you're just making content and you're kind of just like a dancing clown and you're just like entertaining people, the problem with that is you're not really seen as an authority. You're seen as kind of like a court jester, and you're just there for people's entertainment. Whereas when you make a personal brand, you're actually seen as an authority in a particular topic. So you're actually helping people to solve their problems, which creates what's known as value. Now, entertainment does actually solve a problem, but it solves the problem of boredom, like I said, which they have a million different options to solve the problem of boredom. Like, that is saturated, right? Entertainment is saturated. If you try to make entertainment content, you're competing against freaking Mr. Beast. So good luck with that. Whereas education, there's still tons and tons of room for people to make good content on education, right? And it also allows you to monetize in different ways outside of just AdSense or just, sponsorships in AdSense. There's a million different ways that you can monetize if you make education content and you create a personal brand. Now, if you are making entertainment content, you can make slightly more educational entertainment content. And if you are making kind of mass market educational content and that's not working for you, you're not making a lot of money, well, there's a lot of problems that you can have. One of my clients that just signed on, Judd, for instance, he has a channel with over 400,000 subscribers, and he is making educational content. But what we found when we looked into it is that he is basically making mass market educational content where he might do all the work of getting people to realize that they have a problem, right? So they're problem aware, right? And this is marketing lingo, right? They're problem aware. Then he might do all the work of making them solution aware as well. So they're problem aware and solution aware. And then on top of being problem aware and solution aware, they might even be vehicle aware. So they are aware like what their problem is, what the solution to that problem would be, and he might even tell them what vehicle would be a good solution to that problem. But the problem is they go to someone else and they end up buying. So he does all the work, all the marketing work to make it to where they're problem aware, solution aware, and vehicle aware, but then they go and buy somewhere else. So that can be one of the problems that you're having, is you're making too much top of funnel content and you don't have enough middle of funnel or bottom of the funnel content. Okay, so that's a common problem I see. It's the problem with Judd. We're gonna get that fixed for him very quickly. And like he's been stuck around 10 to 30K per month. He's gonna be one of the next people that we get well over 100K per month for sure. Okay, so let's talk about the different monetization methods that you can do where you can make way more money, right? So obviously AdSense is one, Sponsorships are another. That's what just about everyone talks about, so I'm not even going to go over that. Now, is it nice to get AdSense and sponsorships? Absolutely. But you can't really rely on those, right? I make a good amount of money from AdSense and sponsorship. There's been months where I've made, from my sponsorship income plus, usually you'll get sponsorship plus an affiliate cut from the sponsorship. There's been months where I've made, pretty close to like 50 to 100K just from sponsorships alone. There's a lot of months where I make over 50K from AdSense, right? So those are great, but you don't want to have to rely on those. You want other streams of income. So let's start with one of my favorite ones, which is affiliate marketing. And this one is especially good. Now, you might be watching this and you're like, hey, I'm a business owner. I sell high ticket products and services. Maybe you're a coach, consultant, online service provider. Affiliate marketing, that sounds very boring to me. Well, believe it or not, most of the people, no matter how good your marketing is, most of the people are either not going to be a good fit for your product or they are a good fit, but they're not in market. Probably only about 3 to 5% of people that see your content are going to be a good fit for your product and in market. Now, if you do a really good job targeting, you can get that higher, but still maybe 10 or 20%, right? The other 80% of people, they may not be in market, they may not be a good fit for your product, but you can still monetize them, right? You can still make money from them by recommending products or services they might find useful. Just as an example, there are people that are making over $1 million a year from this software called Go High Level. This is a software where, this is probably pretty relatable to a lot of business owners. You might be using like 8 different softwares, one for your landing page, one for processing, one for like Calendly to book calls. And then you've got like Typeform to qualify people or Jotform. And then you've got, Zapier to zap everything together. And then you probably have like all kinds of tracking software, all kinds of stuff, right? Well, Go High Level kind of just puts all of those things into one. So instead of paying for like 5 different softwares to do 5 different jobs, Go High Level just has them all in one software, which makes it a lot easier, right? So there's people making over $1 million a year just promoting Go High Level, right? And it might not even be the main thing they're promoting. A lot of them are coaches. They're making a ton of money with other stuff, but they're just promoting Go High Level on the side. And a ton of people that may not be a good fit for their coaching product are a good fit for Go High Level because it saves them a ton of money. It's a really good product, and it just does everything all in one. And it's only like $97 for the base product, right? And so, by the way, I guess I'll put that down in the description and pin comment below if you're interested in Go High Level. We recommend it to especially people who are more beginners or even intermediates, just because it's way simpler. You don't need like a freaking IT guy, and they have insanely good customer service. So definitely check that out. It'll be down in the description and the pin comment below. So that's an example of me promoting a affiliate product right there, and I believe in it, right? So never promote a product that you don't believe in, obviously. But yeah, if it's a really good product, you use it. You can recommend other people use it. Might as well make some money from it, right? So affiliate marketing is amazing. I actually know one guy who markets a low ticket product, and it's not really even the product that he's marketing. He gets people in at that low ticket level, and then he makes almost all of his money from affiliate marketing. And he's making about $400,000 a month. He's also on YouTube, of course, but he's making like $400,000 a month. And he makes almost all of his money from affiliate marketing, even though it kind of seems like he's selling like a low ticket membership product, right? And so, yeah, affiliate marketing can be great. Speaking of low ticket, we'll go over that one next. Low ticket is, it can be good. I would say for most people, now in certain niches, you can do just about any of these and they work really well. For instance, fitness and finance, literally doesn't matter what you do. They all work. For a lot of niches, low ticket is not that good if it's your main product. Now, I have a buddy who owns a sales agency, and he told me that his favorite strategy to get people to buy high ticket products is to actually just advertise, usually using Facebook ads or YouTube ads, advertise a low ticket product, and then immediately within 5 minutes, have an outbound sales team call the person who purchased the low ticket product, make sure that they're happy with it, see if they need any support, and then slowly upsell them to a high ticket product, right? And he said that is it's absolutely killing it in a bunch of different industries right now. That's like one of his favorite things to do. So low ticket can be a great way to get more people in your ecosystem so that you can then sell them a high ticket product, right? With that being said, if you just want to keep things simple, probably want to avoid low ticket for most niches. Another thing that low ticket can be good for is if you do a low ticket membership, right? Again, that gets people in your ecosystem, and it's a membership, so they continue paying month after month, assuming you do a good job. And so that can be another good way to do low ticket. Then you got medium ticket. This is like so low ticket, is anywhere from like $1 to, let's say, $300. Medium ticket would be $300 to $1,000 to $2,000. That's typically what medium ticket would be. And this is basically a course. Now, a lot of people love selling courses because of how hands-off they are. You create it one time, and then pretty much the only person you have to hire is maybe like a customer support person, just to make sure people get access to the course and make sure take care of all the refund requests and stuff like that, right? So it's super, super passive. And because of the fact that it's super passive, a ton of people love it. And because of the fact that a ton of people love it, it's pretty saturated, right? Like a lot of people are selling courses. Also, courses, generally speaking, don't get good results for people. So they're not very happy with courses usually. So there's a lot of refund requests. And there can be a lot of issues, especially if you scale it really high. And the FTC doesn't really like courses that much, okay? So medium ticket can be okay for the right types of people. There's some people that absolutely crush it with medium ticket. Again, a lot of the time, they get people in at the medium ticket level, and then they upsell them on a high ticket product later on down the line. I've definitely seen some people crushing it with medium ticket. But with that being said, probably not the one I would recommend the most. The one I would recommend the most, on top of affiliate marketing is amazing because it works for everyone, and it's a great way to monetize the people that are either not in market for your product, but they're a good fit, but they're not in market right now, or they're just not a good fit for your product. The one that I recommend the most is high ticket. Okay, high ticket crushes apps. It's awesome. You can pair it with all these other ones on the list, but a high ticket coaching program, high ticket consulting, high ticket agency or service. Amazing. Lots of opportunities opening up here, especially with AI. Integrating AI into any type of high ticket offer provides a massive amount of value for a lot of businesses out there, right? And then, of course, there are like the direct ways of monetizing when you build a personal brand. Honestly, that's maybe 20%, maybe even less of the actual value of building a personal brand. So building my personal brand, I have been able to meet people that are just insanely talented people. So networking is incredible with a personal brand. I get invited to speak at events. I get invited to masterminds completely free that costs like $50,000. I've gotten invites to those a lot of the time. I get invited to give speeches at different events that I go to, right? Speaking engagements. You can get paid to do speaking engagements. You know the reason why Alex Hormozy does so many of those? Probably because they pay him like $50,000 to do them, right? And then he records them and then he uploads them to his YouTube channel, and that's even more content, right? So speaking engagements are a really big thing. Of course, I travel a lot, so I don't do very many of those, but I get offers, right? Then you've got business ventures. You get offers to either start businesses with people as a partner, or you get offers to get equity in businesses. I've gotten equity in several different businesses now, and it's because of my YouTube channel, right? Let's see, investing opportunities, kind of the same thing, getting equity in businesses. Also, more people want to work for you if you have a personal brand, right? Elon Musk, just as an example, at Tesla. A lot of the people that work for Elon Musk at Tesla could get paid probably 50% more, even 100% more, 200% more if they were working for Facebook or Google. But these people know that they would just be working for a big faceless corporate entity. They wouldn't actually be, doing big things, solving big problems. Whereas Elon Musk companies are pretty exciting, right? Tesla is awesome, electric energy. He's got Starlink, amazing company that is giving internet to parts of the world that never had access to the internet before. All of his companies are amazing and they're doing big things. And so people will actually take a pay cut just to be able to work with him and his companies, right? Think about that. Alex Hormozy, he said one of the biggest things about having his personal brand is being able to attract the best talent. I've been able to work with people and I've been able to attract talent. One guy I'm working with right now, shout out to Caleb, super talented guy. And he probably wouldn't have worked with me if it wasn't for my personal brand. Additionally, people want to work with personal brands because they know it's way easier to monetize, right? If you have a YouTube channel, if you have a big presence, even if you're running paid ads, people are going to look you up, obviously. And if they find that you have a big YouTube channel, a big presence, it's going to be way easier for them to make the decision to work with you. Obviously, right? I mean, that's just common sense. You know, your ROAS is going to probably go up by like 30% at least, even if you have a tiny personal brand. If you have a big one, it's going to go up significantly higher than that, right? So the indirect things are probably even like significantly better even than the direct things. This is why people write books, right? They don't make that much money from the books. I mean, you might make some good money from books, like, but it's not the main way you're making money. The reason they're writing the book is because they want to be known as an authority in their niche. And then they get all those other things I talked about: networking, speaking engagements, business ventures, investing opportunities, et cetera, right? The most powerful people in the world, billionaires, they're all getting on YouTube. And they are doing that because of the indirect opportunities that YouTube offers, right? All in podcast, 3 billionaires and a fourth guy who's almost a billionaire making content on YouTube, right? So if billionaires, the smartest people in the world are doing this, you got to ask why. Why is it that they're doing it, right? And this is why. So AdSense and even the other types of monetization are only, AdSense is like 5%. The other types of monetization, maybe that brings it up to like 20, 25%. And then 75% of the value is just building your personal brand. So you can get all those indirect ways of getting value. And by the way, when you give value, when you put out a video that's truly valuable to people, they might not buy from you for the next 5 years. And then 5 years later, they're like, oh yeah, that guy made a really good video that helped me out when I was having that problem with Stripe, or my Instagram account got banned. And then they're like, oh, that guy's awesome. They see you at an event, or they see you at a mastermind or something like that. And then it's like, oh my gosh, I watched your content and you helped me out so much. That's amazing. And then they end up, saying good things about you to other people. Or maybe they end up buying stuff from you. Or maybe they end up, giving you an opportunity like, hey, this company's really good. Or they give you some good advice, or they just want to help you in some way to give back, right? Reciprocity. That's another thing. Whenever you make a YouTube video, you're giving value to thousands. It's like you're giving a speech to thousands of people. And if, you actually are able to help those people, they're going to, the reciprocity kicks in and they're going to want to help you out in the future, right? So, I could just go on and on about this, but I'm not going to. Check out the analytics. I make my analytics completely public. I'll put those down in the description and the pinned comment below. I also have a crash course for how you can make YouTube videos very quickly and efficiently using a simple setup just like this. And I'll put that down in the description and the pinned comment below. Definitely check that out. And if you want to grow your personal brand on YouTube, but you can grow it off of YouTube as well. The same principles absolutely apply. In fact, you can make content on YouTube and then just disperse it to other content platforms. Go ahead, check out the link in the description and the pinned comment below. Especially if you're a business owner, like an online service provider, a coach, consultant, agency owner, etc. Or if you're a YouTuber that wants to figure out how to monetize your YouTube channel more effectively, if you want to figure out how to systemize it so you're not spending like a full-time job just making YouTube videos, and you can do it in as little as 1 hour a week, which is what I've gotten my main channel to at this point. I'm literally like 4.5 months ahead on my main channel. Then check out that link down in the description and the pinned comment below. Book a call with us. On this call, we'll figure out where you are right now, where you want to go, figure out a plan to get there, and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together. So it'll be a super valuable call for you, whether or not we end up working together. So definitely check that out. Don't miss out on it. And also, if you want to hear about somebody who was stuck around 10 to 30K per month, which is a lot of people get stuck there, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's in an agency or a coaching business, they get stuck around 10 to 30K per month. We're able to help him scale to over 600K per month within 9 months. And check out that video by clicking right here. This is a video of Sean.